Hey guys, this is A-Bomb for noEHinTEAM, your number one source for awesome. Welcome to Topic Tuesday. Thanks for checking things out. Today I'm going to be talking about the National Hockey League lockout of the players by the owners, talking about how the video game industry, the same way the NHL is treating its fans right now, the video game industry treats its, paying customers not very well sometimes. Quick note on the gameplay. It's Modern Warfare 3. It is free for all. The reason I chose this gameplay was that originally I was going to do Topic Tuesday on not giving up when you've got a goal in mind, and at this stage I hadn't actually achieved a MOAB or a MOAB, and I got pretty close in this one and had a good. I literally laughed out loud when I died because it was so ridiculous. Just some guy just sitting around a corner. This corner right here, when I go around it later, I'll just get pwned, and it's hilarious. So you can feel free to mock me for it after. But and then following that, I think I went for a sticky win and failed miserably. It was pretty hilarious. So, anyways, moving on. So. The National Hockey League, if you're not a fan or you're not familiar with the history, over the last 2 decades, there's been three work stoppages. So in '94, the players went on strike, and I, looking back, I agree with them. They were not getting their fair share of the pie, and they needed to do it for various reasons. But flash forward 10 years later, 2004, player salaries got wildly out of control in that decade. There was a lot of economic problems. The Canadian dollar was really bad, so Canadian teams were leaving Canada, moving to the U.S. And if you're an American fan and you love hockey and you're down south, that's great for you, but it was not good for us up here. And a lot of teams were in really bad shape. So in 2004, the owners decided, that's enough of that. We're going to lock out the players, and so we can get a salary cap. And what the owners wanted was an NFL-style salary cap, so a hard cap, so teams can only spend X amount of dollars on players every year, and they also conversely would have a salary floor, so that means teams have to spend at least a certain amount as well. So it means that the lowest spending teams and the highest spending teams were a lot closer together in terms of player salaries than it was prior to the salary cap, where the half a dozen richest teams outbid everyone for the top free agents every single year. Teams like Philly, Detroit, New York, the Rangers, Toronto, and a couple others like Colorado at that time. Colorado's actually a team in bad shape right now financially, but back then they were raking it in pretty good. And so the owners they went for the jugular, and they locked the players out, and it went a whole year. And we as the fans were left standing on the sideline going, what the heck? In my case, my favorite sport. This is the sport that I look forward to every single year. And I'm a huge NFL fan too. Not so much baseball or basketball. They're not really my thing. I love all sports, but I definitely don't follow them nearly as closely as I do football, hockey, and it was really irritating to me, and most other fans. And the thing that's probably most irritating is that, guess what, people? They do not care. The wealthy billionaire owners and the rich millionaire players, they do not care about the fans. They it's all lip service. I could be don't get me wrong here. I'm not painting every single player and every single one with the same brush, but for the most part, majority, they don't really care. They care about getting paid. It's all about greed. The only reason there's a work stoppage now is, again, because of greed. They both want more money in their pockets than the other guy. And yes, they're going head to head here, but the fans are caught in the middle, and we're the only ones that don't get a thing out of it. We don't end up with when we come out of it, we don't get to sell thousands of tickets to every game and pull in millions of dollars every gate, and we also don't get to play a game we love and make millions of dollars doing it. So we lose. We miss out on hope potentially. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think a whole year is going to get burnt up this time, but you never know. I didn't think that last time either, but that's a topic for another day. But we really get the shaft. We don't get anything out of it. As fans, our enjoyment is to watch the games, and if we don't get to watch the games, sorry, we don't get a thing out of it. But and same thing, it goes the same way with video game companies. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite Call of Duty title to date. And despite the fact that they churn out a game every single year, I think that this one was pretty good. Now that said, 1 year or yearly cycles, even though it's a 2-year development cycle from title to title, because it's 2 separate development studios, it's still not enough time. And that's why we see, in this case, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer making, tweaks, adjustments, rebalancing things, they're still patching. There it is right there. Okay. Yeah, I literally stopped and laughed out loud at that moment because it was such a stupid, ridiculous way to die, running around the corner like an idiot, and then some little D-bag literally sitting there with a shotgun going ADS just takes me out with a little nut shot. Anyways, bitter much? And then to cap things off, I decided to go for a sticky win and fail miserably at it. So you guys will have a good couple chuckles here towards the end. So getting back to things here about the development cycle, they're still patching things, 6, 7, 8, even 10 months into it, maybe even 11 months, like right down to the bitter end, and it doesn't allow for enough time. They're still working on Modern Warfare 3, so how much could Infinity Ward be working on a successor to this title? In the same way Treyarch, Treyarch did a good job of supporting Black Ops, but how much resources were spent supporting Black Ops instead of developing Black Ops 2? So we say it's a 2-year development cycle, or they say it's 2 years, but it's not. It's probably, I don't know, at best 18 months. And that's just simply not enough for A+ titles. And the same way the NHL is now a $3+ billion a year industry. So there is a ton of money going into that league and coming out of it. And, in comparison to the NFL, Major League Baseball and the NBA, it's a lot less, but I mean, still $3 billion for an industry that has, approximately 800 direct employees. And there's thousands of indirect, but the direct employees, when we're talking about player salaries, there's only 800 guys. So that's a ton of money to go into a small set of pockets there. And in the same way, the video game industry makes outrageous amounts of money. It is now by far the single highest grossing entertainment medium on the planet. And companies like Activision and EA are some of the biggest corporations as far as single industries go, and they're going to continue to do it. They're going to continue to make their money, and they're going to continue to take our money. And things like Elite and Battlelog, where they double up, that's going to continue to happen. And until our behavior as gamers and game purchasers changes, they're gonna keep doing it. And in the same way, the National Hockey League, they don't care. They'll do a lockout. They'll have strikes. As long as the fans keep coming back and taking it, they're just gonna keep going for more. So, yeah, there you have it, guys. We're all getting screwed over. We're the little guys in the middle of all this. So let me know what you guys think. And sorry that this is such a downer topic, but I love my hockey. I want it back, and I love my games, and I want the quality back. So yeah, we'll see you guys. Let me know what you think. Have a good week. Hey again, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. We really appreciate all the views and all the subs. That said, maybe give it a like if you enjoyed it. We'd really appreciate that. Some more videos you may have missed here, and including Tell Me I'm Wrong. We've got a new episode, so go check it out. And finally, if this is the first time you checked out noEHinTEAM and you enjoyed it, if you ended up here as a random hockey fan, random Call of Duty fan, we appreciate it. Maybe give it a subscribe if you want to see some more videos just like this one. Alright, guys, have a great week. We'll see you in the next video.